Hey folks, this is Philip Naiman, Firing Line Radio Show. I want to welcome you to my Wyoming 2018 elk hunt. This is the hunt for the Karma Bull. You can find out more at firinglineradio.com. You can see us on Facebook. I have a Facebook group. Obviously, we have a YouTube channel. That's where you are today. And we have a lot more information for you on all of our podcasts. So check out firinglineradio.com for our podcasts. We're on AM 590 in Southern California. We're here to serve you. Hope you enjoyed this hunt. I sure as heck did. On my way to Wyoming, going on an elk hunt. Very, very excited. So, driving out last night, or yesterday morning actually, left California, and looking at the weather, all of a sudden it says, hey, it's going to snow from 6 o'clock to midnight, which would be the back half of my drive from Salt Lake City to Laramie. And I just was thinking, California guy driving at night in the snow, what could happen? Anyway, spent a great night in Salt Lake City just waiting it out. And this morning, looking at these hills, I think I did the right thing. So we'll keep you abreast of what's happening, and stay tuned. Nothing spells hunting in the Rocky Mountains for Wyoming elk like salsa music on the drive. Damn, that's a good looking hat. So why is this called the Karma Bull? Well, last year, my good friend Matt had an opportunity at this bull. He couldn't connect with it during archery season. He came back for rifle season, and he had misfires. That's right, he had some bad ammunition that had been hand-loaded for him by another friend, and he didn't dispose of it, and he ended up basically dry firing on this big bull 4 times, and it was tragic. It was really hard to watch, and I felt really bad for him. So this year, I actually had 2 missteps with the same animal. I had him dead to rights, and when I had reset my zero at the range, my zero stop on my PST2, I bumped something. And I ended up with a 320-yard zero instead of a 100-yard zero, which when you're calculating for longer shots, messes things up. So I had my own karma with this particular bull this year. Got it straightened out though. And that's why we call this the Karma Bull, because it happened to be that Matt found him the last evening of the hunt. And as he was looking through him through his Swarovskis, he says, oh, there's a big 5x. And I said, great, I'll take him. He's perfect. I wanted to get some meat for the hunt. And, I had blown 2 chances at the big bull. And it ended up, well, watch the rest of the story and you tell me how it ended up. So the Thursday before I left for this hunting trip in Wyoming, I had an interview with Vic DiCasola, who owns Night Goggles, or Tactical Night Vision Company in Redlands, California. And one of the things I wanted to interview him about was one of the tripods that he had. It was on display at a local sporting goods store that I saw it there and kind of fell in love with it. I could see the absolute amazing uses for this thing in the field. Since I was on an elk hunt that Saturday, I had him on the show on Thursday because I recorded for that weekend, and I bought it from him. I said, you know what, I'm taking this thing with me. So I took his hunting size tripod, field tripod, out with me. And I spent some time, since I only had like a day before the hunting season opened, spent some time learning how to work it, how to get it adjusted, what I needed to do for it, proper way to make it stable in the field. And then every chance I got when I was in the field, if we were making a stand, meaning if we were going to stay in one location and glass over an entire area, I set it up. It didn't make any sense to me to have it in my backpack and not have it able to be used in case something stepped out. So as soon as we set up for a stand, I pulled it out, I set it up, I put the rifle on it, I continued to use my glass, and it worked out pretty well. So I found some ways to make this thing extremely stable, especially on a steep hillside. Because when you're on a steep hillside and you want to shoot longer distances, your most stable position is prone. But because the hillside descends away from you, if you're going to lay in proper prone position, your feet are up the hill, and not everybody's into yoga doing a cobra pose to shoot your rifle. It just doesn't work. So with the sitting position, in conjunction with my backpack, which I use actually a turkey hunting vest when I'm big game hunting. I know it doesn't say big game hunting, but it has a seat attached to it. And that seat has a back to it. So I can keep it in really tight, and I can sit with back support while I'm glassing, which is a huge benefit to you when you're out there in the field. Well, my rifle was already set up in case I needed to take a shot. And it was really fun just dry firing on pine cones across the hill, just seeing how to make this firearm work. I even took a couple of pictures of one bull that we spotted over a mile away on somebody else's property. It was a nice bull, and it was kind of neat just with my phone playing around with the back of the scope. Yes, I need to go buy a phone scope, but it was kind of neat just to see that, and I felt very prepared every time I was in this position and I was using this particular tripod. So ended up taking the shot with it, which was kind of cool also, but that's because it was very effective. And over the 5 days of my hunt there, I pulled it out 5 or 6 times a day, got it set up, got it adjusted. The other thing that was nice about it is from a standing position, I could use it with my binoculars. Now, I didn't put the binoculars in the gun vise, but I could stand it up and put the binoculars across the top of it, which gave me a very stable platform to view for glass. You could put a spotting scope on it if you wanted. This particular ranch, the spotting scope would have come in handy a couple of times, but I wasn't carrying one with me. Unfortunately, it was in the car. I brought it to Wyoming and it stayed in the car. When you have great optics all the way around with your binocular and your rifle scope, and when you're ready to shoot, sometimes the spotting scope's necessary for certain types of hunting. For this particular ranch and elk hunting, probably not. So we had this tripod, absolutely loved it. It weighs a few pounds, but it sits right in your backpack. Pull it out, get it adjusted, sitting position, standing position. It's going to be a tool you can have very easily for field shooting, and making a critical first shot right on the money is what it's all about when you're hunting. So I was very glad to use this. And again, that was with Night Goggles, nightgoggles.com. You can find out more about them there.
Can't get the focus. How do you focus a bitch? Oh, there it goes.
What's my final yardage?
All right, I see him.
How far was it?
576. Okay, hang on. All the way one in the back. Tell me when you're ready. You gotta wait for him to turn. Not the one that's coming out. I think it's the one facing you head on. It is, just wait. He's coming. What's that? Yeah, not much. He only 576. You gotta wait for the other one to clear. When you rearrange, make sure you're correct. It's alright. Hang on. Trees 5. Fucking thing's moving on me. The tree's 570. That's not him, right?
Not him.
The one behind him. Hang on. Are you comfortable? Hang on, let me get the camera on him. Wait. Okay, camera's good. Wait till he comes out a little more. He's coming out. I'm gonna have to rearrange him. Hang on a second. What's that? It's the one all the way to the right. Let me rearrange. He's at 550. Hang on now. He's coming down some more. As soon as that one gets out of the way, bust him. He's good. Got him. Front shoulder. Reload.
Are you sure?
I'm watching him. He's laying on the ground. Uh-huh. Just wait. Just wait. Don't do anything. You put it on right on his right front shoulder, dude. Huh? Hey, that's about as close to the road as you're going to get.
Well, that's what I was hoping for.
He's a nice bull. Mr. Philip Neiman on his brand new bipod that looks off the charts here.
I tell you what, 550 yard sitting shot, I wouldn't have taken it without it.
You ain't kidding, dude. What a great... Yeah, if I laid down, I think my neck would be broke trying to figure out how to do it.
On the hillside, yeah. Got a great little 5x5 down there. Not a great 5x5, big bodied, and it's last day, so.
If you take a look, I'm going to screen out. You can see down here in the bottom. Be hard for you to focus, but
yeah,
he's on the other ridge. On the other.
He's the elk down there.
Is that the elk? You sure it's not a deer? He looks kind of like a deer. Good job, Mr. Philip Neiman. Good job with the bipod.
Boss.
Congratulations.
And this is the Vortex, the new one, the PST2 5-25.
Oh, wow.
Shot him on 25 power. It's like.
Looks like he's right next to you.
It was interesting.
Glad I gave you the right yardage.
Yes, I couldn't have done it without my caddy.
Hey, I don't think you could have got the downslope on that. Did you get that?
My elk caddy.
Yeah. Okay. All right, my friend. Good job.
Thank you, Matt.
We're out.
Yeah, Matt, this is my little scrubby 5x5. Those are the threes you were looking for. Get your hand off.
Yeah, here.
That's the 20-inch swords that he had. That's the 5. That's the 6. That's the 5, 6. This is a freaking 20-inch sword. Love you, buddy.
Dude, that's a badass bull. I love it. He's a fighter too. Look at that. Yeah.
Dude, look at the size. Okay, one of you hold this. Straight. Okay, hold, right? The single move.
Here, yeah, I got it. Here, watch. Right there, boy.
Well, now you know why he's called the Karma Bull. My buddy Matt, who saw this bull last year, actually was ranging me, looking through his binoculars, telling me which which bull to shoot. And let's just say we were a little bit surprised when we got up to him. I actually did not look at the antlers while I shot. I saw they were big, I saw they were heavy, I knew that it was a good bull, and I saw his body size, and I was meat hunting. I said, hey, this is gonna go. I didn't purposely look at the antlers, because if you do, that's where you shoot. So I was focused on the kill shot the entire time, and just, I knew it was a legal bull, and I'd made up my mind to shoot, so that's where I was. and it worked out pretty darn well. I'd like to take this time to thank my sponsors, Cutting Edge Bullets. They make an amazing monolith copper bullet, highest BC bullets in its class, amazing terminal performance. I hit this bull out of a 300 rum, 190 grain bullet doing 3,400 feet a second, and as you can see, it flattened him. The bullet went through both shoulders, just completely incapacitated the animal. Exact kind of performance you want from a long-range hunting bullet. CuttingEdgeBullets.com. I solely hunt with them. They are fantastic. So check them out, CuttingEdgeBullets.com. Also, I use Vortex Optics. Vortex Optics on this hunt, I use the PST2 Generation 2 5 to 25 scope. It's amazing. Clear glass. It's got a great reticle. It's got all the functions on it you could want, and very, very proud to be using that. Also, I use Macmillan stocks. I don't think you're going to find a better stock from Macmillan than what they have, and especially in the snow and in the rain, and these things will hold their bedding and keep your gun shooting true. Also, I have Night Goggles. Night Goggles was the sponsor that I use their tripod. And that was an amazing piece of equipment. I couldn't have made this shot without them, so thank you all very much. Folks, you can find out more at firinglineradio.com and find out more of our podcasts on YouTube. Hope you have a great day and enjoy talking to you. God bless.